KyShawn George, the 6'6" guard from the University of Miami. Man, I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support you've shown, man. The watch hours are crazy. The freaking subscribers are up to 455 subscribers. I want to give a couple of big shout outs to Marquise Walker for subscribing. Demmander. I got some Chinese characters. I apologize. I don't read Cantonese. We got Abe Snipes. We got Elk Leonard. We got Zach Draft. Age Music, Sid. I really appreciate everybody, man. We're gonna keep this thing going. I'm gonna keep shouting you out. The more this channel grows, the more resources I'm gonna put into it. But I can't wait to get into the film. Let's get after it. All right, let's take a look at KyShawn George, the guard from the University of Miami. He gets this ball in transition. Really nobody under the basket. That's a 25, 26 footer. Buries it. Here we have KyShawn at the top of the key, isolating against a older player. Not a great defender. He gets just a nice little rub screen, and all he needs is just a step. All right, here we go. KyShawn, late shot clock situation, isolated on the point guard. Let's see his handles. Let's see his burst. If he's gonna have the quickness at the next level to get to the rack. And you look at this move right here, that slow stutter, just not enough burst, not a quality shot. That's tough. All right, there's a couple of things I want you to notice on this possession, because KyShawn George is really young. He's a freshman. So the shot clock is at 12. He was checking the clock. If you take a look at his eyes, he's looking at the shot clock there. So that is very good awareness. He's aware of the clock situation. And then the other thing I want you to notice here is on this pick and roll. I want you to watch before the screener gets set. KyShawn starts into his move. You want to wait for your screener to get set before you get into your move to make this effective. This really isn't effective. And so now he's in a late shot clock situation, gets to his right hand. Didn't really beat his defender per se, but he does get that finger roll to go. He does show nice touch, even though he didn't really beat his man off the dribble per se. He got just enough of a step. All right, let's watch KyShawn here in transition defense. He's in his back pedal, He needs to just make himself big here. Ryan isn't going to leap over him or dunk on him or do any of that. And he's a long enough athlete that he needs to just make himself big instead of trying to go for this charge here. I don't mind the charge, but he's 6'6". You know what I mean? You can get a better contest. Just slide your feet, keep your verticality, and make it a difficult layup. But it is what it is. I like the effort of taking the charge. At least he was willing to take it in the chest. This whole possession encapsulates basically what KyShawn is. His handles aren't quite good enough, but if you take a look at his jumper, that thing is pure. All right, here we have KyShawn, trying to blow up this banana cut here by Baycott, who's been in college forever, it seems. But he does a nice job fronting here, but I do not like this closeout. I do not like it. His arms are really down. They're not really above his shoulders. This is not really a strong contest at all. I mean, that entry pass is way too easy. We got to get our hands up in the passing lane. Be a little more disruptive with our ball pressure. Here we have a little pick and roll action for KyShawn at the top of the key. And you just see him getting a little loose with the handle there. He's just got to clean that up, man. He's got to get his handle tighter. He really does. All right, here we have KyShawn again. Now, this man has never seen a shot he did not like, man. He's going to get his. He's over here against McCormick again, Ryan. And, yeah, I'm getting mine up. He's getting his up there, bro. Wasn't a good shot at all. All right, so here we have KyShawn matched up against the smaller player from North Carolina. Tries to take him down into the post. Ends up with a low percentage mid fade. Need to get a better bucket than that out of that matchup. Here we have KyShawn George at the top of the key as well. He's going to get into a little P&R situation here. Back dribble. Air ball. I think the best way to describe KyShawn's movements and vibe and feel and how it is to watch him play is casually. He does everything casually. Instead of setting this up and sprinting hard off this screen, just watch these movements. It's just very casual. I'm just gonna casually come up and get the ball. That's why Ryan was able to so easily deny that first attempt at him getting the ball, because he just casually moves around the court. He's kind of like a leaf floating in a pond. Right, so when I mention casual again on film, what you get with KyShawn George is casual. I want you to watch this as he runs through. Just a casual little swipe. Not really pressuring the guy with the ball at all. Now his feet stop. And so his guy cutting through has a step on him. You know, so he's kind of just hanging around. He sees this and wants to go for the block shot, but he puts the forearm directly in the back of the offensive player. You can see the ref is already calling a foul. And then he's also going to foul him right there on the arm. It's just, I need a sense of urgency. I know he's really, really young, but I just need some intensity, some fire, some want to. All right, there is some good and there is some opportunities on this play. Look at all of this space where there's no defenders. None at all for KyShawn when he gets this ball. We do not get the shot up. We really don't attack. We don't attack this close hard. Could have went right by that guy. Easily could have went by that guy. And then we get this bad spacing here, but we see his size. He has size, man. Just dwarfed the point guard there. I need to see more utilization of the traits, of the size. I would love to see more. All right, so here we have KyShawn in a little bit of a transition situation here on the left side of the floor. He's got a little hesitation to his game, but he doesn't really have the burst to beat any of the guards off the dribble. Then he makes a really poor pass, really bad decision. You can see the pain on his face. He knows it. So he's really not giving you much playmaking ability, not a lot off the dribble game. Doesn't really give you any defense. I'm struggling to see why he came out in the NBA draft. I really wish he would have went back to school to work on these things, because all he really has at this next level to hang his hat on is a shot. I mean, he shoots 41% from deep, and he can hit some deep ones, but there's a lot to improve on. I mean, a lot to improve on. Well, by the way, this led to a bucket. With KyShawn, there is no real manipulation of the defense. I mean, he takes the cheese here. You can see that this is going to be funneled to the baseline where you're going to see another help defender here. And this is just so lackadaisical, and it's just the easy way that he finds here, and it's just bad offense. It's just really bad offense. It really is. All right, here we have KyShawn isolated at the top on RJ Davis. We're in the weighty moments of an 8-point game. This is way, way too much space. Way too much space at any level, let alone the college level, let alone at the pro level. And RJ just eats it up. And that is it for me today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below of KyShawn George, the 6'6" guard from the University of Miami. He's got a stroke, man. He can hit it from 25 feet, 26 feet, 27 feet, 28 feet. He will knock them down. But he doesn't really have much else to his game. He's kind of a leaf floating on a pond, just kind of having the game, throw him here and there. Wherever he can get his shots, he's going to put them up. Doesn't really give you a lot off the bounce, doesn't give you a lot of playmaking, doesn't give you a lot of defense. It's going to be tough. His path in the NBA is going to be tough, but he does have talent. He does have traits. He can move. He can jump. As I mentioned, he can shoot it. Where does he go? Does he go at the bottom of the first round? Does he go at the top of the second? Bottom of the second? You let me know in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys again for all the support this channel has brung. We're going to keep this thing rolling. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.